So, LBF versus Rebel. Northern Waters. LBF are going to be running Ohio, Yamato, Des Moines, Nevsky, Stalingrad, Gearing, Daring, Grozavoy. Rebel, your team going to be running.
My team is gonna run Vermont again. Yamato, Des Moines, Venezia, Moskva, Stalin, Daring, Marceau, and Wagner.
Did we cast Rebel earlier, and we're the team that ran the Vermont on Land of Fire?
Yes. Yes.
Which didn't really work very well for them. Let's see if it works better this time. Maybe you just have a penchant for Vermont and it's not part of actually any comps.
I mean, the Vermont was not the reason why they lost in Land of Fire. That was just that they lost like all their ships on
Yeah,
the sea cap.
they just kept rushing ships at things to try and fight, and it, shock trooper tactics might work sometimes, but if a team is prepared and knows how to kite, it doesn't really work very well. So we'll see if they can be a little bit more tame in their approach to this game. So,
Well, how does your deployment look like?
initial deployment, we're going to be sending a Gearing, Des Moines, Nevsky, and Yamato over towards the A cap. C cap is going to be held down by Grozavoy, Nevsky, Stalingrad, and Ohio, and it looks like the Daring's going to be going to the B cap. Can we just talk about the... Actually, we'll talk about it in a second. What's your deployment looking like?
My deployment is a Wagner going towards A together with Moskva, Venezia, Vermont, Daring going towards the B cap, and Marceau, Stalin, Des Moines, and Yamato contesting C. It looks like a pretty standard deployment, honestly.
Yeah, what... Alright, so... The thing I want to talk about is why is the Grozavoy? Grozavoy is a very interesting pick. It's not standard by any stretch. Like...
It is very non-standard. Like, usually you would pick a Daring for that job, like have a very tanky cap contester with like 6 kilometers concealment. Grozavoy gets a little bit more gunpowder, I think.
It has better ballistics, certainly.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, especially with legendary mod, it's like pretty good gunpowder. The problem is you don't get the single file torps, you don't have hydro, and your maneuverability is way worse, and you're also bigger.
You do also, on the other hand, get a little bit more range on your torpedoes. You get a longer smoke screen.
I don't think you get more range. It's 10 kilometers for both.
There's a 10 on the Grozavoy. I thought it was 12.
Nope.
Huh. Never mind then. Because Grozavoy, the only time Grozavoy's ever been the meta pick is when there's been carriers, because it used to have defensive air, and that's not really a thing anymore, thankfully.
Yeah. I mean, there was also the time that Qualifiers just had one consumable more across the board, which means its healing potential was actually insane.
Yeah, nowadays you get one stock. Actually, no, it's two, because, like,
Yeah.
premium consumables.
Do you remember premium consumables?
Yeah, I know, right?
Well, the Daring contesting B got raided, is getting shot out. Standards opening stuff.
Gearing, gonna be smoking his Des Moines over at this island. However, he doesn't really have the support that I expected him to. This Yamato's taking a lot longer to get there, and quite frankly, this Gearing could just get murdered by the Ragnar Venezia and interrupt the Des Moines getting there, and you'll have the Moskva and Vermont.
Yeah, he needs to be careful. But I'm pretty sure he kinda knows what's coming. The Venezia is also very, very close to the Wagner, so the Venezia is gonna get spotted too soon, so the Gearing has time to just turn out.
They're gonna be
the Venezia is spotted right now, and the Wagner is not in radar range yet. Like, that's the issue. So the Gearing knows something is like...
Des Moines spotted.
Very wrong. Yeah, Wagner is radaring now. Yeah, he's actually really close to the Des Moines, so the Wagner might actually take a lot of damage here.
Not if the Gearing smokes him.
Oh, yeah, that's not a big good play. The Des Moines is radaring the Wagner now, but the Wagner is almost out of range of that radar.
The problem with this, right, you have this smoke screen now. The Gearing turned out with this smoke screen. He took a lot of damage. How do you get the Des Moines to the island? You have to run that gauntlet. You have
the Des Moines just needs to go. The Des Moines can't stop. And he actually has a good timing now, because Wagner and Venezia are both in the smoke, so they can't even spot him.
Torpedo is going to be successfully dodged by the Ragnar. Well,
the Venezia might actually eat one.
The Venezia smokescreen moves, so he will get the spotting on the Des Moines.
Yeah, Venezia does eat one torpedo.
Right, Des Moines
and the Vermont will have one salvo on the Des Moines if he didn't shoot yet.
No, he's shot now.
Okay.
Let's have a look. Incoming shells. Okay, that could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, it was just 2 weapons, I think.
Oh,
Des Moines needs to like book it now. Meanwhile, B finally got kept by Rebel, and LBF managed to get a hold on C with their Qualifier Daring. both putting out the muscle. We actually took a lot of damage. It's down to 9.7k.
Yeah.
Yeah. If he has 2 DDs, a single muscle actually does really badly against those.
So they've managed to get the Des Moines up to this island. They now have radar control over ACAP. They're now going to send their gearing in, and there shouldn't really be a way to contest this because, like, if the Ragnar comes into spot, he has to he face the gunpowder of the Des Moines. The Moskva can start walking its way up the 10 line with the Venezia. Radar's coming out from the Moskva. They're going to be seeing exactly where the Des Moines is. That they might be trying to look for shots for the Vermont, but he shouldn't have an angle.
Actually, Rebel Stalin is down to 22k HP, and he's getting farmed by a Nevsky for free.
Where is this, sorry?
That is below BCAP, the starting guard there.
Ah, yes. He is very on fire.
He has no way to D-spot.
Is he
I say that,
himself?
and then both DDs D-spot him. Okay. Like, he should have no way of D-spotting, but he does. He's still burning, though.
Yeah, down to 10,000 health. Can quickly just look over here, see where these tops are going. Nah, they've been dodged.
Yeah, he's spotted again. Now the Nevsky's gonna farm him again.
Gamakon. Stalingrad goes down to the Ohio.
And there you go.
Right, so now you have a Bowin Yamato, who's going to be farmed by Nevsky, Ohio, Daring, Grozvoy, Nevsky, Stalingrad. Yeah, you want to reverse out of that. Right, so ACAP,
Yeah,
Moskva,
Rebel's
and...
facing the same problem as the last time we saw them, just having bow on targets on the losing flank.
So ACAP, Des Moines is leaving. He said no, and he's now reversing away from the island. I'm not sure if that's the best course of action.
I mean, LVF's Des Moines there should just die.
If he can get the turn out and go, like, block that Moskva and Venezia from rushing him, that's, you know, he's
He
more
can
than done it.
probably get a wham here, if he times it correctly.
Well, he can just hold.
The thing is, for now he can just hold because the BB that's gonna push him and kill him is a
Vermont.
Vermont, which is gonna take a little bit.
Yeah,
This is like why you don't take a Vermont here, but like in Ohio or Kremlin instead, because you will need to push up at some point, and it's gonna take you a bit.
Where's the Des Moines guns turned? I want to see if he's looking for shots on the He's looking for shots on the gearing. He can get rushed by this Moskva and Venezia right now, and he will have no way to stop him.
Yeah,
he's still
especially the
looking for
minis
shots.
with tops can do that.
He's greeting for the daring. That's. But the Venezia and Moskva aren't moving right now.
Yeah, that's
They should
interesting.
be taking this opportunity to be diving round.
They might be scared of the Yamato having shots on them or the Nevsky, but honestly, that shouldn't be that big of a deal. Like, you just need to dislodge this Des Moines.
Vermont salvo. Vermont ripple fire.
He got a lot of damage on him with that salvo, considering it was only stern hits, but still.
Right,
Rebel
now...
Staring actually taking a lot of damage from the Des Moines Raider, though.
Yeah, that wasn't necessary either.
Yeah, like, Venezia Bossbot need to do something. It's like, this Des Moines is holding 2 ships hostage there. And there's really not a reason for it to do that.
Can the
Like, the
Yamato
Des
get
Moines is actually
shot?
now in the position to just face them, whatever they do. Like, I don't really know. I'm pretty sure if the Venezia hits all 3 tops, the Des Moines just dies before he gets the ram off, but this is now risky because the Des Moines guns are actually turned. Is it? The Des Moines is actually going himself. Okay.
And why not at this point? Like...
He gave a lot of sides, so he just lost all of his HP immediately.
Yeah, but the Venezia's not going to get a reload, and the Moskva might. He's going to get the free ram on the Moskva. He might even get another salvo into the front of the Venezia.
No, he's not getting anything.
Oh.
I mean, I guess he was gonna die to the Vermont because he actually pushed up at this point, so... Sure.
I mean, the Vermont is now showing a bit of sight of that Yamato.
It doesn't get it out, though. So the Vermont is just now gonna sit at A and provide cross shots through that gap. You can't really dislodge of it unless you like push this position, but you don't really want to do that.
Marceau has beached. He's now proxy spotted by the Grozvoy. Should go down to something.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yep. Meanwhile, the Wagner inside of B is starting to flip it, but he's really low, actually.
Yes, there's been a lot of brawling off screen. Since we've been watching whatever the hell that mess was at the one line.
However, the LBS staring is also low, and the Wagner does have a radar, so he needs to be careful. But the Wagner also needs to be careful of the Gorzovoy that could come from over from C at any moment. So that's a pretty volatile position right here.
Honestly, Grozvoy, if you're the Grozvoy, you take this dive in that cap, you can win that 1v1.
Yeah. LBF is up 2 ships though. They need to utilize this fact though.
Grozvoy gets spotted by the Yamato, wandering into its face. Takes a
The
bad
Yamato
shot.
is still bow on. I don't know why.
I don't know how he hasn't been farmed down by Nevsky, Ohio, Nevsky, Stalingrad, Grozvoy, daring when he's been
The Namor actually left A. That's like I actually disagree with A a lot because now you're a farming target, and now you're gonna bully it south again, and you lose all the quad shots you would have from A.
And now the Yamato can just walk back in?
Yep. I mean, the Yamato can't really walk back in because Moscow and A can just bully it.
One of them has to spot it though, and the Yamato wins that 1v1.
Well, it's not a 1v1 though, it's a 1v2. That's like as long as it's Moscow and Venezia preventing the Yamato from pushing back, it's gonna be fine.
In fact, the Yamato's not even interested in those two. He's gonna go for the cross shots across the entire map on the other Yamato.
Okay. I mean, you know, gets one hit. It is a bow in reversing Yamato, so hitting that is actually easy. The Wagner is gonna spot all these Gorzovoy drops for the Yamato.
Yep, using his radar at the fullest there.
Yeah, it's a bit lucky that he wasn't like 1 second late, because then he would have probably just eaten one and died. Nevsky resuming the farming on the Yamato. He needs to kill this guy at some point. Just a free kill. Meanwhile, Daring Gorzovoy together are now gonna go ahead and flip B again.
The Mine's making an interesting play up the 10 line here.
I'm not sure if LBF is aware of this.
I don't think they are. He can get around the back of that Stalingrad and cause some serious damage. He needs to not have his Hydro as radar.
He needs to do this play. He knows the Ohio left. The Nevsky is pretty fun. The mod is actually really healthy. And the Stan is starting reversing.
Oh god, are we about to see it for the 15th time?
The Demon needs to not pop Hydro or radar here.
Yeah.
He needs to like literally come around this corner and say hi and then just delete this guy. The Wagner's actually gonna flip C here. It just, you know, okay.
Stalingrad radar out, they know where the Des Moines is now.
Yeah, the Stalin got briefly spotted by the Wagner, I think, and just, you know.
Well, the Ragnar started taking the cap, so crossfire in from the Nevsky on the broadside of this Des Moines.
The Wagner might die here.
The Des Moines needs to not stop.
Yes, the Moines needs to go. But he decided to stop, like, broadside. The Sun actually took a big hit here.
Was that from the Yamato?
I think so. It could also have been the Vermont, actually.
Ragnar finishes him off.
He actually died, so that's a... Wait, the problem is the Vermont is now spotted early in a bad position. He actually needs to stop firing.
Yeah, if he stops shooting, he can get himself behind any number
of
islands.
He needs to stop firing and then go to the E9 island next to the cap and start contesting it.
Yeah. He can even make a catch onto their Daring and Grozzovoy at some point if he plays it correctly, but he's still firing. He keeps
firing, though, against Nevsky and Ohio shooting him. So he's probably gonna do it down here.
Yeah, here comes Ohio Salvo.
Yeah, Ohio doesn't really do anything with the first two guys.
I thought he was gonna stop firing, but no.
He's now shooting the Ohio instead, which, it's a 65k Ohio, you're not gonna kill that. Daring is now gonna tune in as well.
Yamato has forced himself into the A cap. The Moskva, Venezia split themselves up, so...
Yamato does not win this 100% at his HP. So this is gonna be an RNG fiesta between the Moskva and the Yamato. But yeah, Rabbit's gonna lose to Des Moines. They are also gonna lose A here if the Moskva doesn't get resets in soon.
Yeah, why did this Des Moines never stop firing? We don't know. That was a mistake on their
Yeah,
part.
now Rebels is in a very, very bad spot.
Yep. They
And
have
they don't have a way into any cap. And well, it's only 100 points until LBF wins. And here we see Moskva versus Yamato. The Yamato's not even shooting the Moskva. He's just having cross shots into Vermont and Venezia in middle, which are both broadside,
well,
and
he
the
took
Venezia doesn't
down the
explode to
Venezia.
that. The Vermont takes the top, and it's probably gonna take another one from the next set coming in.
Yeah, we have 20 points left on the board. That's not going to last very long at all because they are tricking on 3 caps.
But
And
yeah, it takes.
yeah, LBF
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
going to be taking this game over Rebel. Congratulations to LBF.
Yep. Well done.
I can't find my OBS. It's over there. Right, winner scene. Too many windows open. And it's like, we need, like, honestly, it's like the space station with all these little windows we have open in all the different directions.
Yep. Alright, so the next game is gonna be NW_DE versus Adria.